Everybody. I thought we would, hey, I thought we would go live here. Happy Sunday, everybody. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the intersecting lines between success and failure. And so one of the things, and if you join me, do me a favor, hit me a big old boom in the chat bar. So the first thing about success is that we don't have it defined, and people have something they want, and sometimes they have the skills, sometimes they don't. But there's this other dynamic to it, this intersecting line. And so if you look at success and you look at strategy and you look at struggle, right? So first you have success. It's what I want, right? I want to be debt free. I want to be healthier. I want to be deeper in love. I want to be more connected. And then you have the next one, which is struggle. Now, struggle is everything based off of why you're not there. It's every perceived obstacle. Now, there are no obstacles. There are only opportunities once you frame your mind to think in the realm of opportunity versus opposition. So if we start to look at this struggle aspect, we start having a framework of struggle. And so you have multiple frameworks, right? You have one framework, which is Brother Tony, you have a framework of struggle. Now, this framework of struggle is everything you don't have, but perceive you don't need different. And everything for success, you have a framework, which is everything you want, but have not found the formula to get there. And then you have the intersecting line, right? So you have success and struggle, and it actually lives on this X axis here, right? So if we look at this is a cool new, look at this, Tony. This is a cool keychain. My son made this for me, and it's got the ruin symbol for wealth on it, the same symbol. Well, I don't know if you see the same symbol he tattooed on me, but if you look at this as this intersection like this, you have success on one, struggle on the other, and this intersecting point is a strategy. Now, the thing about strategy is most people don't know what the strategy is, where to go for the strategy, and how to trust the strategy, right? If the fact that the strategy was reading another book, now I think my Mind Power book, I think it's a great book. Thought my business Secrets of Business Mastery was a great book, and I think I'm on number 19, and we have another new book coming. But I don't think the book alone does it for anybody. The book is a great educational, it's a great information, but the intersecting line of strategy is the ability for somebody to see the solution that fits your individual situation. This is the thing. This is why, and I'll talk about this on February 8th. I wonder if I could, let me dump it in the chat bar for you guys. Do you guys already see what I'm doing on February 8th? Can you type it in if you know what I'm doing on February 8th? I am doing a really cool training. It's free for you, and it's about AI, and not about the skills of AI, but I believe everybody should attend this. It's about AI, and let me put it in there for you guys. Okay, there it is. You could log in that link and register. It's about AI, and it's about the changing of the emotional behaviors, habits, patterns of humans that will change. That's what I'm going to talk about. Now, when we go back to this intersecting line between struggle and success and strategy, the thing that AI does not know right now, and it might be interesting when it does, is it doesn't know your personal situation. It's not hearing the language outside of you until Alexa hears a little more and Siri takes over every thought. And eventually, in a couple of decades, it will think for you. And I'll probably talk about that on February 8th there. But what it will do for you, the strategy is, what I found out is the quickest way is to be in an environment, be around a person that can listen to your words. All the time when I'm listening to people and they say, well, I think, and I go, well, you don't know yet. The fact that you say I think means your mind is confused. I'm gonna try that. Try is a confused mind. It doesn't believe. I hope that works. Hope is not a believe word. It should. Well, that's not certainty. When you use words like should, certainty and confidence go out the window. And it turns down that the strategy here, one of the strategies in the intersecting line between success and struggle is identity. It's identity. And identity is made up of an access to, and the identity of the access is, again, if we use an X, it's your past in opposition against your future, right? It's your past in this fighting struggle against your future, because your past could only create your future based on the dynamics of your past. And if you already ready to get twisted, if your past already had that in the identity, you'd have the future you want. But the goalpost moves, your future line moves, right? As you get higher levels in age, you start going from, I just want a job, I want a career, I want money, I want a car, I want a house, and then it becomes, I want financial freedom, and then it's like I want freedom to do as I want, and then I want freedom to have money without worries and concerns, and I don't want to worry about anything. I don't want to worry about bills and health, and worry again is a choice. And make sure you type in the chat bar if you're listening to me what you're taking away from this. Now, I'm not saying this because I need you here. I'm saying it because I have the decision in the access of that X right in the middle, the strategy. I'm offering it to you guys. And I have free ones, which is a strategy. You get to attend February 8th. It's free, where I'll talk about the new world of AI. And that's a strategy to connect some dots, but it may not connect the identity dot. In March, I'm doing Change the Channel. It's 2 days, right? It's 2 days to help you shift your thinking. You don't have what you want because you're stuck in something. You're stuck in a thought, you're stuck in an old strategy, you're stuck in an old pattern, you're stuck in an old habit. I built this not for any other reason. I built it for one reason: to shift, to transform people from stuck to change. From stuck to change immediately. From stuck to transformation. So you can move forward. That's why I'm putting together, it's 2 days, March 18th and 19th. It's the most affordable thing I've ever put on in decades. And it's 2 days, and the whole day is shift. Now, most of you will not attend. You will not invest. You'll go to your weddings. You'll go on your vacation. You'll go on your little trips and all the things that don't move the needle. I watch more people spend more time on their Disney trip with their kids to just come home and slap their kids, yell at their family, complain about their work. Why are you going to Disney? And then they'll go to weddings, right? Oh, I got a wedding. They'll go to a wedding for someone they don't know enough. And so they can show up and hang around a bunch of people, get drunk, and complain about all the shit that they think they can't control in their life. So what happens is, in this X, in the struggle part, you have all these priorities and positionings, right? That are these reasons to keep you from growth and scalability and being able to change the game. And I'm sitting here saying, wait a second, listen. Now, I've made a lot of people wealthy. One time, I won't mention who, but if they watch this video, they'll know. One time, somebody was going to come to one of my events I did about probably 6 or 7 years ago. It was the person's anniversary or birthday, I don't remember, and they were going to go to this wine drinking thing, and they had this whole trip planned out. I said, look, I get this trip you're going on. It sounds amazing. I have a training. You have a struggle. You're going on a temporary satisfaction. I'm offering you a lifeline to change your life, which I did. That person then became debt-free, built a company that's scaling and huge. Why? Because they made a decision, hang on, I can have so much more in my future if I focus on me now versus focusing on some fun entertainment thing, right? And it's only what I did, and I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you to make sacrifices if that's what you perceive it to be. People used to think, they used to say, Mike, you sacrificed going on cruises and vacations and all you did was work. I said, no, all I did was create a future that most people only dream of. I wasn't working, I was building, I was creating. Now that we live a vacation style life where we don't have to go on vacation, my wife were just talking the other day, I could just close this computer, I could just get in the RV, we could go to California, we could go to Florida, we could go anywhere we want, we could just drive, get on a plane, we could walk to the beach, walk down the road. Now, yes, I got to show up at the March training called Change the Channel, and because that's part of our purpose on this planet. It's part of changing people's lives, part of showing them that they don't have to struggle, they could have success, but they need a strategy. And look, if anybody shows up at Change the Channel and by the end of day one, you don't think it's changed, shifted, and it's completely changed the projection of your life, just come to us. We'll give you all your money back that night. Hand in your workbook. It won't happen. It won't happen. It's never happened in over a decade. And I was doing 35 3-day events a year and never had to give $1 back. We had one person leave an event one time, and then he came back and said it was the worst thing he ever did was leave the event. And then he came back and found out that his life was changed the way we said it. So you don't have to believe me. Just, you can't ever believe someone else until you believe yourself. And I'm just extending an opportunity here, but forget about the opportunity about March. If you want to come, go to personalgrowth2023.com. I'll type it in here so it's easy for you guys to find it. There, I typed it in. That should be easy for you to find. But let's just look at the strategy. If it's not that as a strategy, what is the strategy? What's the strategy to shift your identity, shift your thinking, shift your programming of the past, to shift you so you could get out of the struggle line and go into the success line? And guess what? When you get to the next level of success, we're just going to look for the next strategy. That's why there's been people in my life for decades now that have been growing, expanding, learning. Their lives changed, their relationship changed. Why? Because I never stopped learning the next strategy. I never stopped learning the next strategy. So, all right, everybody, enjoy your Sunday. Just think about that access right in there. There is a strategy sitting in front of you, and you have a choice that you either embrace the struggle and live in that or start heading for success. Boom.